My name is James Casey. This is Ashlyn, my daughter, and then Raven's behind the camera again today.
Hi.
We're going to be making some jambalaya. This video is specifically for my Aunt Marita. She wanted us to show her how to do it. Now, the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need 2 pounds of boneless chicken. You're going to need 2 pounds of sausage, Cajun sausage. 2 pounds of pork. Alright? Now, that right there is going to be all the meat you put in it, and then you're going to need 3 Vidalia onions, a whole clove of garlic, some green onions, and then our basic seasonings again. You need salt, black pepper, red pepper, and then we're going to add some paprika, some parsley, a little liquid smoke. We're going to add some basil and some rosemary. That's going to be all of our ingredients for the jambalaya. You need the butter to get everything started. We're going to put 2 cups of the Cajun boy rice into it as we're cooking it. We'll get to that when we get to that. Now, the side dish today is going to be some seasoned turnip greens. And when we come back, we're going to have the veggies simmering in the pot. And we're going to add all the meat. And then we're going to show you what to do from there. Alright, we're back. It's me. Ashlyn's on the camera this time. We got Raven on the other side so she can help me a little bit. Sauteed the veggies and then that butter. Got them ready to go. You don't want to do them all the way till they caramelize. Just a little bit translucent, so because they're going to cook some more when you throw that meat in there. All right. Now, as I said before, we got 2 pounds of the boneless chicken, but leave the fat on. Don't trim the fat off. Leave it. You got 2 pounds of Cajun smoked sausage, 2 pounds of pork. That's boneless pork with the fat left on, everything. You don't want to trim none of the fat because that's going to add to the flavor real good. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the meat, and then I'm going to season it while it's in the pot. Now, when you're cooking the gumbo, especially a gumbo this big, I did it this big because there's a few of us here today that's going to be eating on it. But you kind of want to season the gumbo. Not the gumbo. I'm sorry, the jambalaya. When you're doing the jambalaya, you want to season it pretty heavy. And the reason for that is because it's a rice dish, and when you add the rice in there, it's going to soak up a lot of stuff, the flavor and everything, and the seasoning is going to get soaked up in the rice too. So you want to season it pretty good. All right, got all the meat in there. Raven, you want to hand me some ingredients there? All right, now we're going to add the ingredients, which is first we're going to start with the basics. I'm going to open up the salt, pepper, and cayenne for me. Got salt. And you can measure it if you want. I usually don't measure because I'm a pretty good judge just by my eye. But that was about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of salt. But this is a lot of meat too. So, and then we got some pepper, black pepper. Put about the same amount in there. We got red pepper. Now the red pepper is the hot pepper, so you don't have to put a whole lot if you're not into the spice, but we like it, so.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you're going to like it, trust me. Then we got the little bit of paprika. Open up the rest of it. We got paprika. We got some parsley. And we got basil. Don't want to put a whole lot of basil because it can overpower it. And a little bit of rosemary too. Same thing with the rosemary, just a little bit to add that add that good aroma, huh? This ain't a gumbo, baby. This is a jambalaya. We're doing this for Aunt Marita. And then after you add all of that, mix it up. And what you're going to do next is pop that liquid smoke in there. I like to put a pretty generous squirt. And now, this step, you just got to let it cook. Got everything seasoned, got your veggies in the pot, got your meat in the pot. That's pretty much it for right now. You just want to let it sit, let it simmer real good. After it gets browned and it reduces a little, I like to put the lid on it, let it cook a little more, but we'll show you that when we come back with the next step. The next step we're going to show you is how to do the rice. That's going to be the next part. But we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. It's going to be our last step before we plating everything up. And we got the meat all browned, cooked down a lot. As you can see, looks real nice. Got all the pork and chicken and sausage in there. I got the side dish on low right now because it's only going to take about 20 or 30 more minutes to do the rice in the pot. Got some turnip greens. Now, what we're going to add to the meat is we're going to put 3 cups of rice in there. And then you're just going to do it like you're regularly cooking your rice. You're going to do a cup of rice for 2 cups of water. Get that ready. Now this is the same rice I always use. It's going to be the Cajun Boy medium grain. I like the medium grain. That's about to do it. Want to make sure that rice is mixed in there real good. And then you're going to put your water in there. Come on, Ray. Start with that one, and then you're going to fill it up to go ahead. Give me 2 more filled up to the 2 cup line. Now, after you brown your rice real good, I like to brown brown the meat real good. I like to brown all my meat on high heat and get them little stickums on the bottom of the pot and just keep on scraping them off a little bit because that adds to the flavor. And once you add your rice and your water, it gets the rest of it off and then it all soaks together. Go ahead, we need 1 more. But whenever you go to put your rice and your water in there, you want to turn the heat down to around medium low and just simmer it real slow. And just you got to keep checking it, and keep stirring it. You can't leave it. Because if you leave it, it's going to start sticking, it's going to burn. So this part is kind of crucial. After you get all your rice and your water mixed in, what you want to do, just to get it going initially, make sure everything is underneath the water line and get your heat the way you want it. Alright, I think I'm pretty good. Now, as soon as it starts bubbling real good, just simmering, start stirring it. And you want to just keep on stirring it, letting it sit, keep on stirring it, letting it sit, and eventually, bam, you'll have you some jambalaya because it's all going to soak up into that rice until there won't be barely any liquid in it. And then you just let it sit for a little bit with the lid on it, and it'll soak the rest of that water up. And then when you take the lid off, it'll be ready to serve. You just fluff it up, put it on your plate with your side, and that's what we're going to be doing when we come back. Right now I'm just going to let the rice cook into it, and I'm going to do like I said, I'm going to keep simmering and stirring, and then when we come back we're going to plate it, show you the finished product. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. everything is done. As you can see, all the water's out. It's nice and done. It's nice and brown, nice and ready to go. Alright, we made for a side dish, we got us a little bit of turnip greens with some butter and some Tony Sacheries. And I also made a little Cajun side salad. Got some homemade pickled onions. See, we did our own onions. We got some hot pickled okra and some beet halves in there. I didn't say this before, but I wanted to say that just like with every other Southern Louisiana food, there's always kind of a debate on red or brown. Okay, this is a brown gumbo.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying gumbo. This is a brown jambalaya. Okay? Now, I like both types of red and brown jambalaya, but to me, the red jambalaya should be with the seafood. If you're going to do a red jambalaya, put some shrimp and some crawfish and stuff, you know, with your sausage. When I do the brown jambalaya, I like to do it with just your basic meats, you know, your pork or your poultry, and we always put sausage in it, so that's a given. But we're gonna plate everything up and get it ready to go.
Pork.
We got our jambalaya. I heard you, baby. It's all in there.
Give me a lot.
Got our brown jambalaya right there.
Yummy, yummy.
We're gonna get some of the side greens. We got our turnip greens right here.
Mine.
All right. And we're also gonna get a little bit of that side salad going. Now that should be up. And that's gonna be supper. We got some turnip greens, Cajun side salad. Got our brown jambalaya with chicken, pork, smoked sausage, and we're fixing to go eat. We just wanted to tell everybody, all our family in Colorado, hi, and we did this video for you, Aunt Marita. Love y'all. Let's eat.
Love you too. Mwah!
1, 2, 3, 4.